Hey guys, welcome back to Startup Central. Today we're going to be talking about 5 strategies to make a small fortune or hopefully a large fortune during the bear trend that we are going through. So if that's something that interests you, then you have to stay till the end of the video because it's going to be hopefully a really interesting one. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, I have had the fortune to have been in the business industry, the finance industry, and now in the crypto industry, all in all for more than 20 years. I have seen and experienced a number of recessions, both worldwide, in the US and in Mexico, where I currently live. And in most of those crises, I have been able to make more money than during the times that we are in bull trends. So why is that? Well, the Chinese have a word that both means crisis and opportunities. So most fortunes in this world have been made during the worst recessions or the depressions that we as humanity have lived through. And by doing some research and trying to understand how these fortunes have been made, you can come to the conclusion of how those 5 strategies that I'm going to be talking about and how to apply those to the crypto space, because that's actually where we are located right now and where most of the opportunities are going to be based in the near future for investors like you and I. So let's discuss a little bit more. First thing I want to say is that crypto has a lot of unrealized value. This means that there's a lot of things that can be built and made in the crypto space, in the blockchain space, that will bring a lot of money, a lot of value to humanity. Most of them are in work in progress. Some of them we haven't even imagined them, but we do know that the blockchain in general is going to be bringing that. So we already hear about the metaverse, NFTs, and crypto, and how all that can change the future of how we do business, of finance in general. And so the fact that most of that is being built from scratch brings us the opportunity to invest in really high yielding opportunities. But you need to identify the good ones from the bad ones, because currently you probably have heard that the blockchain space is just like the internet space was, or the .com space was back in the late 1990s, which means there was a lot of potential, but also a lot of garbage. And if you had been invested in garbage, then you probably lost a lot of money back then. Same thing with crypto. I am sure that most of us have actually purchased some kind of shit coins, and while during the bull trend we can make money out of shit coins, not so much during a bear trend. Actually, most shit coins and even a lot of non-shit coin projects will go to zero because they are not able to resist the outflow of capital. So we're going to be discussing this a little bit more, and let me get to a second point before we get to those strategies. You have probably heard that there's a lot of money being put in NFTs by companies that don't usually invest in crypto, like traditional financial banks and institutions like financial institutions, but also by companies that haven't even been involved in crypto before, like Nike and Coca-Cola and all those companies, wondering how can they make the most out of crypto. Now, here's the thing, NFTs will change, crypto will change the way we understand all of this. Even the metaverse right now will change. Currently, we have play to earn. It's kind of crashing right now, but a lot of things will change, and you need to be paying attention. And in this channel, we are currently and constantly bringing you more content so you can understand what is changing and how you can make the most and how you can make money in those changes that are coming to our way. So don't forget to subscribe if you are interested in that. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so everything I'm going to be saying in this video, the 5 strategies, take this with a grain of salt. Those have worked for me both in the traditional finance and traditional business space and in crypto during the bad times that we have experienced. And those have helped me build my wealth. So without further ado, let's get to the first one. The first is you need to optimize your active income, which means you need to generate money to bring into the crypto space to build and invest in those opportunities. So if you are just relying on the money you currently have in the crypto space, probably a lot of that has evaporated from bad projects like node projects, right? Although there are a few of them like Presearch and Evmos that have a solid business model behind them, most of them, even those that promise that were actually solid like Strongblock, those have evaporated, and our money has evaporated with that. So the crypto space will not go away. Blockchain will not go away. So how do you participate in that if you have lost a lot of money? Then you need to work outside of crypto and generate income so you can bring it and invest in the good, solid opportunities. So that's strategy number one. Let's go to strategy number two. Stop losing money in shitty projects. And by shitty projects, I don't mean just shit coins. I mean, guys, some things we already kind of knew were not solid, like algorithmic stable coins like Terra and Luna and all that. Most of us felt kind of uneasy, but we went with that trend and everyone is investing in that. And so if 99% of people are investing in that, then it must be safe, right? Well, it ended up being that. And, a stable coin built out of an algorithm might not be a good solution. It was really experimental. So putting a lot of money there made almost $1 trillion evaporate, and $1 trillion is a lot of money, guys. So it was not just you or me, it was a lot of people, and even people with a lot of money. So we need to stop our money from draining out. Let's stop investing in shitty projects like shit coins, like shitty node projects, and really experimental crypto projects. So let's go to strategy number three. That one means that we need to research and find the projects with the strongest growth potential. And what is the strongest growth potential? Well, that's what we actually teach in Startup Central. We need to learn how to invest like Silicon Valley investors would, because they know their business and they have been in the business for a while in technology, and the blockchain is technology related, right? And it will merge eventually with the rest of the economy, but it's mainly built around technology. So we need to do what they are doing. So this means the following. In crypto, we need to find projects with a solid business model. If it's not a solid business model, if it's Ponzi-nomics, then it's not a strong, solid project. So we need to not consider that. Second, the networking effect in crypto is really important. So that's why Bitcoin is the crypto number one, because most people know Bitcoin, most people trust Bitcoin. And even if you're kind of afraid of crypto, if you're a newcomer to the space, you will first start by investing in Bitcoin, because that's what your grandmother and your aunts and your cousins do, and they have been kind of safe. So that's a networking effect. If a project has a weak networking effect and they don't have a way to grow it, then right now during the bear market, it's not a good investment. When the time comes to resume the bull market, then that might be a different game. But right now, you need to invest in those ones with a strong network effect. And how do you measure that? Well, there is the market cap number that you can find on CoinMarketCap or even CoinGecko. So the larger the market cap, normally that means that the network effect is stronger. Although not always. I mean, that could mean that there's just two investors with a lot of money putting it in just one project. So the most number of wallets investing the most amount of money in a crypto, that means that the networking effect for that specific crypto is strong. So we need to look for those projects, and we will be discussing those projects in this channel. So don't worry, we will help you do the homework so you can know what's interesting to investing, especially during this period where we're actually kind of in crypto winter. So that's the second thing. And the last thing, you need to invest in projects with a unique selling proposition. So those that differentiate from others. So we probably have heard about Strong Chain building their own chain, their own blockchain. The question is, why would you invest or why would you develop in that chain if there's a lot of them already in the crypto space? So why Stronger and not Ethereum or the Binance Smart Chain or Solana? So I think you get the gist of it. So a unique selling proposition is something they are doing that nobody else is doing, or not many people are doing. And also, if the USP or that unique selling proposition has a high barrier of entry so that not more competitors can come in, then the better. So probably you have heard of countless NFT marketplaces, and everyone is proposing, they're going to base their business model on NFT marketplaces. Yeah, so that's not hard to do. So how are they going to be competing with Solanard or OpenSea, right? Because it's not just building the software, it's bringing people to that business, and that's the networking effect, as you know. So OpenSea has that networking effect. So if you find something with a good business model that has a good solid networking effect, and you see them grow exponentially, which is something that a networking effect does. That happened with Facebook, that happened with Twitter, now it's happening in the blockchain, and they have a unique selling proposition, then that is a solid project, and that's something you should consider investing in. Strategy number 4, put your dry powder to work. That means you need to put the money you currently have while you do your research and invest in the better projects. Why not get an interest from that? And there's plenty of spaces to do that and plenty of ways to do that. So one of those is with companies where you can actually lend your money, like NEXO, Celsius, and I'm going to be placing some links up there so you can actually get some money just by investing with them and start earning interest. So you can earn money with them, put your money while you do research, and start earning some money back. But you can also invest in Bitcoin miners or any other kind of solid miners. So I wouldn't invest in DPR, which is Deeper Networks, currently during this market, because their token is worth almost nothing. So don't buy miners that are not solid. So I would only buy currently Bitcoin miners. And if Ethereum was not migrating to proof of stake, I would be buying Ethereum miners, but that's going to be changing in a couple months. So right now, I'm just investing in Bitcoin miners. That's passive income. You just put them to work and you start earning money just by waiting. So that's another way. And I'm also going to be placing a link over there because we actually discussed how to profitably mine Bitcoin in this market. So put your dry powder to work, put your couple of bunnies inside a room, and when you come back a month after, you're going to have 100 bunnies, not just 2. That's what you want to, because then you can take those bunnies and invest them in solid projects. And strategy number 5, as always, you need to buy low and sell high to make money, right, guys? That's no secret. So right now, we can buy low. It is a great opportunity to buy in crypto space. So of course, you don't go and buy shitty projects that you won't be able to sell. So let's put this as an example. Would you buy a house that's falling down, that has no structure, and it's kind of, almost ready to be torn? Would you buy a house and try to sell it for a profit? Or would you rather buy a good house that is a bargain price that you will sell really easy when the bull trend resumes? So, and of course, I have been rehabbing homes also in the US and in Mexico, and I know that you can buy those shitty houses, but it's much better to buy a good house with a good margin of profit. So you don't have that house you can put to rent, actually. So that's an example. You need to buy low, but buy solid projects. And we just discussed about solid projects, what they are, what we're looking for. So did you know that projects like VeChain currently are around 2 cents, between 1 cent and 2 cents? VeChain used to be worth almost 17 cents. So if you bought at 2 cents, then you can easily 8x when the market resumes. And VeChain is one of those solid projects that have a business model, that have a networking effect within their market, and that have gone throughout a number of downtrends, and they still survive, and they're delivering on their promises. So that's one example. Then we have Cardano, and Cardano is also cheap, and they are building a solid project. They have networking effects. They're working in Africa. So they're trying to bring governments to adopt Cardano. So that will bring the networking effect, guys. So there's a number of projects, and we will be discussing them in this channel. So don't worry. Actually, if you are interested in this, don't forget to subscribe, because otherwise you will be missing this information. So again, in many cases, buying crypto today is like buying it back in 2018, 2019. So not so long ago, we were wondering, if I could have bought Bitcoin at $25,000. Well, we had Bitcoin at $25,000 some weeks ago. I mean, we probably won't be able to see Bitcoin at cheap prices again. And Bitcoin is probably not the most cheaply priced solid project in the crypto space right now. But it's a solid project, and it's one of the most adopted and liked crypto projects. So I would always consider having and holding Bitcoin, but then finding those opportunities that are like buying at ICO prices some years ago. I hope you like this video. If you liked, don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to this channel if you want to keep receiving more information about how to properly invest like Silicon Valley investors do. See you in the next video. Bye-bye now.